All right, everybody. Looks like we're going to be starting here in just 2 minutes. Now, I know a lot of you guys have come online to, just say hi, grab a seat. Congratulations, because we are filling up here pretty fast. I did want to give you guys a really nice gift to the entire audience. I'm going to put that in the chat real quick. I have a guy who has a Foursquare app and is generating leads on the back end really nicely for some customers. They're also doing a lot for real estate owners. So what it'd be nice for you guys to do is download that app. It's going to be free for you guys today to be on the Lunch and Learn. So just kind of a cool little free gift. If you guys want to just save that link, it's just for forsleads.com/thanks, and put that in the chat down there. So if you guys want to go grab that, you can go and get it. So it'll just be there. I think he'll have it up there for the next 48 hours for you guys to grab. And if you want, you can just share that with your real estate friends. That's just kind of be a nice little app, I guess, for your iPhone or your Android, and grab some leads on the back end. So you can say thanks to those guys. Really nice for them to sponsor an app, $49 app, and then there's training videos as well on the back end. So, anyways, just want to make sure again everybody can hear me. Looks like we're filling up here pretty quick on the entire Lunch and Learn here, and we're going to get kicking away real fast. So. Just want to do a couple shout outs real fast. Looks like Jeffrey, hello. Santiago, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hello. Gene, panelist, hello. JP, hello. Looks like Steven's on. Hello, Steven. Joshua, John, Max, Ben, Sean, how are you guys? Looks like we're loading up here pretty quickly. So excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, let's get kicking. Let's get kicking. You guys are ready to rock and roll here. Everybody's saying, let's get started. Let's get this going. I like it. All right, cool. So just to let you guys know, Gene is going to be our panelist today. He'll be answering questions on the chat. So, and we'll answer most of those questions at the end. So keep them coming. Keep those questions in the chat box, question boxes, the questions that you guys kind of come up with throughout the Lunch and Learn today. And then we'll get to those. But if you have any, real quick, hey, I need to, ask a quick question, go ahead and put it in the chat, and then Gene will be able to reach out to you while I'm strolling through the Lunch and Learn today. So basically, the whole big reason for you guys to be on here is to know about how we're generating all these leads, all these loan agent leads from Facebook. So right now, we put out the title, Facebook glitch that generated 49 LO leads, 22 prospects, and a qualified buyer in less than 48 hours, literally on autopilot. And I'm going to walk through that today, and you guys are going to be able to see that. So, but basically, the reason that you guys are here today is, either A, you're bored, lonely, and you have no other one to talk to, or B, let's hope this is the most of them, is you want more leads in your pipeline. You want more deals closing every week. And honestly, it's money in the bank. And that's what we're all driving for. That two things: money in the bank to help the family, grow the family, and secondly, to help out our clients because we care about them. So let's quickly cut to this chase. And the thing is throughout today's Lunch and Learn, you're going to have to find out if this system is right for you or not. And that's the big thing. And if it is, that's great. And if it's not, hey, that's fine too. So, but as we walk through here, make sure you guys take notes, put down your questions and things like that so we can answer those at the very end. Looks like we're about full here. Everybody's just popping in here at the last couple of minutes. We're going to send out a real quick email, just let everybody know we're live and we're kicking hard here. So, this entire system that we're going to show is basically a courtesy for you guys. It is still in testing phases. So we have, a nice group that's going to be on the Lunch and Learn today, and just a select few are actually going to be able to use it because it is in testing phase, and those are the guys who are going to help us push it to beta. So you guys are going to get some really cool stuff and, be able to work with some really nice high professionals along with this if you decide to at the end here. So the entire system is obviously, like I said, is courtesy for you guys or gals who are wanting to make a name for yourselves and honestly be the best in your business, because what we're going to show you is extremely powerful, so powerful that it's able to take out marketplaces. You can actually become one of the best loan agents in your area very quickly through what we're going to show you. So let's clarify on just a few things. when we say, 49 loan agent leads, what that means is we've received 49 email opt-ins. So 49 people have put in their email address. Okay. So thus, so far, 49 people have given us their email address or phone number. 22 people out of those 49 filled out a buyer application. Now, for this particular loan officer, he knows for every 20 people that fill out a buyer application, he's able to close one of them. Now, not to mention, we now have 49 other potential clients' emails and phone numbers that we can drip on. We can, we send them text messages, we send them email campaigns, and, we keep them on top of mind, resulting in more closings. Because as you know, a homeowner, American homeowner closes or buys a home 1 in 5 years. So out of every 5 years, he's buying a new home. So to keep him on top of mind would be a pretty good idea. So basically, what we want to do right now is to make sure that everybody's on here, that everybody's hearing everything okay. I want everybody to put in the chat, and if you're just laying in your chair, just going to listen to this, you might as well leave. I need everybody to be interactive on this Lunch and Learn because I want to see who the top players are. So right now in the chat window, put how many qualified buyers would it take per month for you to change your life, to change your lifestyle, let's say. So if you want to really quickly put in the chat window where it says questions or chat, just type in, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. How many qualified buyers do you need a month, to change your life? So I got Chris who's saying at least 30. I got Santiago who says 10. Josh who says 5. I got Steven who says 50. I got, Chris, excellent, Jeffrey at 10. So good. Awesome, guys. Glad to see you guys are all in here. Now, let's keep going because we're going to keep asking those kind of questions because I want to get you guys' full input here, and that's going to help me a lot through the Lunch and Learn and to find out who's going to be, one of the top agents here. So right now, I have to tell you that the system is so simple, though, that a high school student that is voted most likely not to succeed can become very successful from this. All right? So I hope that hits home. So here's what we're going to learn today. We're going to learn the Facebook glitch that generated 49 loan officer leads, 22 prospects, and a qualified buyer in less than 48 hours on autopilot. We're also going to talk about how to replace your cold calling, because I don't know about you, but I don't like cold calling. Basically with a system that delivers fresh buyers every day into your email box. And we're going to flip screens here, and I'll show you exactly all that happening right now as we speak. So you're also going to see the core inner workings of the entire system, and you'll be able to leave with my blueprint in hand. And lastly, how you potentially can be selected as the only loan officer to be receiving these leads in your area. All right, because these are exclusive and they're limited. So once someone says, "Hey, I want St. Louis," St. Louis is out of the picture. Once someone says, "I want Chicago," Chicago's out of the area. So that's what we talk about a lot on this. Is it's very exclusive. These aren't leads that we're selling to 5, 10 different loan agents and saying, "Hey, I hope one of you guys get it." These are exclusive. So we're going to reveal the nuts and the bolts of the system, and we're even going to give you a copy of the complete blueprint that shows you how everything works together simultaneously. And I'll show you how to get all that at the end of the webinar. And basically, how we're going to tap into the system and how it selects the exclusive leads, how those leads drop into your email box every day. And basically all you have to do now is be waking up. So now I want to tell you basically how it all kind of came into fruition. So this is Doug. This was kind of the approach that I took. I was out messing around with Facebook. So I actually stumbled across this glitch that I keep talking about on the title here, that I found on Facebook, which I knew we were getting killer results for the real estate agents, the real estate world, home inspectors, and attorneys. And I was like, man, I wonder if I can switch it over to loan agents. So here's the kicker, though. Get this. I brought this newfound glitch up to 5 friends of mine who are like these Facebook ninjas, is what I call them. And these would be the kind of guys, like if you're looking to hire a Facebook guru for your office, these would be the guys that you hire. And when I mentioned this glitch to them that I'd found, they had never even seen nor heard about this. I couldn't believe it. So, this is Doug. So this is kind of the forefront of the whole thing. And Doug's a loan officer here in St. Louis, Missouri, in the St. Louis area. And basically, Doug and I know from each other from a mastermind that we're both in. I approached Doug, asking him if he'd mind telling me, what a typical commission for a loan officer is. And he basically mentioned, it's between on an average of, $1,500 to maybe $4,500 per loan, depending on the points a loan officer is given. And now when he told me that, I knew instantly that this glitch that I'd found would be able to make him a good amount of money. And I told Doug that him and I probably should meet up and mastermind to show him this blueprint that I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit that I had created, and how it's going to impact his life, and see if he was willing to be open-minded with it and take it to the next level. So once I started walking Doug through that blueprint, it became a no-brainer that this system would virtually revolutionize not only the way he was doing business today, but also taking out the competition in his local marketplace. And I know, other people have said, hey, we're going to blow your mind with all this cool leads coming from this postcard stuff and things like that. But when I say that, you can take out competition in your local marketplace, it is nothing but the truth. It's crazy how powerful this thing is. So basically, that's all I said. And that got both me and him excited. And we said, okay, let's take it on. So basically the approach was, these steps. We identified his target clients, so who is basically purchasing loans from him. And once we found that out, I kind of took a dive into his fan page, and I needed to make sure that it was going to be able to handle the amount of traffic that we were going to generate to his Facebook page. And then we created 3 campaigns, and we marked out a 25-mile radius from where he's located. So we did a 25-mile circle, just like you would in your 3rd grade math class when you're doing some geometry stuff there. We took that 25-mile radius, found where our local marketplaces were, and I mean, he's a loan agent, so he's not going to drive farther than that. He's not going to drive over to Illinois or to Kansas City to do a loan. So we pretty much picked about a 25-mile radius. Now, once we created 3 campaigns with different targets, we had to check on those live campaigns every 3 hours just to make sure that everything's running okay. And once we're able to do that, we started creating websites to collect these emails. And I have to say, we started collecting emails at first, but then we ran into a problem where the problem was that it was very hard for us to get in contact with the lead because it was just through email. So what we did was we actually added a mobile number, and we started texting them. So that pushed everything through the roof, which was pretty cool. So not only now we have the email, we also have their phone number. And those, if you know anything about marketing, email and phone number are the top 2 items that you need to have the best amount of power over a client or over a lead, because with phones have 98% open rates because it's always there. I mean, as you guys know, we don't leave our house without our phones anymore. So if you can text your lead, how powerful is that? So we're doing that too. So anyways, we wanted to have multiple targets to maximize the leads, and we chose 3, like I said, and we picked the top 2 that were generating the most leads, because if we drive down our cost, then we can bump up what our leads come in at. So basically, those were the steps that we first took to kind of look at this entire campaign. And this is kind of where the vision was. So, I went on Yahoo Finance just to kind of see real quick. This was done in October 23rd, 2012. And this is just saying, Yahoo Finance, where it says, Facebook says it now has 1.01 billion people using the site each month. And that's a lot of people. And then home buyers, Home Insight is saying, the typical homeowner sells his or her home every 5 or 7 years. So if we take that billion people that are on Facebook and know that, out of 1 in 5 years they're selling a home, that shows us that we, pretty big here is that we have a lot of potential on Facebook, and these people are just sitting there. So why not be the loan officer or the loan agent that's able to reach out and be like, hey, hello, we can help you with the loan. And that's exactly what we did. So let's actually kind of go through some, couple more actual steps. So we put a monthly Facebook budget together because obviously you guys know without a budget, I mean, we could spend a ton of money on this. So we put a fairly small budget together, to be real honest, of per day of how much, budget we wanted to push. And then with that budget, we were able to find a very nice target lead price. So that lead price was able to say, okay, how much are leads coming in? Are they coming in for $20? Are they coming in for $50? And are they coming in for $10? And then with that lead, how many leads does it take in order to create a prospect? And then how many prospects does it take to create a qualified buyer? So in hindsight, a qualified buyer is the same amount of money that all the amount of money it took to build all those leads. Does that make sense? So if you have 10 leads at $10, that's $100, and 10 leads get you one qualified buyer, that qualified buyer is a $100 qualified buyer. That's how much it cost you. So once we figured that out, we were able to put a strategic email drip campaign together. And when I say strategic email drip campaign, I'm talking 100 emails that we're sending out every 3 to 5 days, just dripping on them. Hey, here's what's new. Here's what's you need to check out. Do you have a realtor yet? Are you working with an insurance agent? Are you working with a home inspector? Just that kind of cool stuff. So we're cross promoting people because most of you guys and girls have people that you already work with, right? So that's pretty cool too. One thing I forgot to mention real quick on this map. Do you guys mind putting in the chat real quick where you guys are from, just so we kind of get a broad area where everybody's calling in from, and maybe where our next targets will be? Because like I said, we are still in testing mode. So if we know where you guys are calling in from, that would be superb. So right now, if you guys don't mind, in the chat window, just put, hey, where you're calling from. So Chris is from Dallas. Sean's from Chicago. Awesome. Good to see you guys here. Let's see. Gina is from Pennsylvania. Hello, Pennsylvania. Oklahoma is Santiago. Excellent. Good to see you guys. Okay, cool. So that gives me a broad spectrum of where a lot of people are calling in from, because we have, 72 people here on the call today. So that's excellent. Okay, so let's keep on going through here, because I know you guys are on a time constraint, on lunch and budget. So, let's talk about this, because Doug is our guy right now, the loan officer that we're doing a lot of testing with. He is, he's just like any other loan officer. So he, puts on the pants any way you guys do, basically. He's not a superhero above anybody else. He's not like a one out of the goldfish out of the big tank sort of thing. I'm kind of, trying to figure out what to say there, but basically he's just like you, is what I'm trying to say. And, cold calling is tough for him as much as it is for you. And I hate cold calling as well. And when I approached him, it's all about meeting quota by the end of the month. We all do this, at the end of the month, it's like, you know what, I haven't sold junk today, or, a couple things fell through. And it's like, where do you find those extra leads? Because as a loan agent or real estate agent, I mean, you're backed up 4 to 5 months. Like, your closing's way down, but, when you're working in January, you're trying to figure out where you're going to be selling in March and April. So trying to meet quota at the end of the month can be pretty tough. If you don't have those leads coming in, it can be pretty hard to make ends meet. So I know a lot of loan agents that actually spend after hours at work just cold calling, and they're not able to spend time with their family. And that was the big thing here is, Doug, when I approached him, his big concern was, I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend time with my wife, and I want to build a business. I want to build people under me. I want to have loan agents under me and assistants under me, because frankly, I mean, he doesn't want to work. And that's awesome to me. So it first starts with leads and getting qualified buyers to come into your agency to start building your agency up. And I mean, I think that's everybody's goal here is on the call is, work less, make more. So that's kind of what I wanted to hit on here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, So before we go to break, I'm going to take a 2-minute break just so you guys can fill up your coffee, all that stuff. We're already 20 minutes in, and then we're going to dive into all the cool stuff. I'm going to paste a Facebook link here. So while on break, if you guys want to go to this, basically all it is it's a Facebook group that I just created right before the webinar here, the Lunch and Learn. It has nobody in it right now. So if you guys want to click on that link, join that group, or ask to join, I think you might, because it's private. And that way, we'll be able to talk to each other after this Lunch and Learn and just kind of say, hey, follow up, look at results. Because I'm going to say this again, we are in testing phase, going into beta phase, and I need some top players, some people who really want to, take this to the next level and watch this work and be one of the top front loan agents in the country who is going to use this in their business and rock and roll with it. So if you want to go to that group, I'm going to put this slide up here real quick because we're going to take a 2-minute break. I have Central Time, 12:51. So we're looking at, all right, well, I guess sprint time is 12:48. So let's say 12:50, 2 minutes. We'll be right back. And then I'm going to show you the entire blueprint and how to get it right after we return here. So just taking about 2 minutes here. So if you guys want to go run and get coffee, I'm not going to explain anything until you guys get back. Let's see, grab some water, bathroom break, get a stretch. I like, getting up and stretching. And then when you guys get back, we're going to do this blueprint thing. So basically, did the Facebook group, go grab that real quick, basically keeping tabs on each other. And then I posted that in the chat box so you guys can grab that. Cool. And then wanted to say thanks to Gene today. Gene is actually our panelist. So he's there and able to kind of chat with you guys and say hey and things like that. So I appreciate him being on the call today. That was really nice. I met Gene down at a conference in Florida, Orlando, Florida. So it looks like we're about a minute out here before we're going on to the next slide, guys. We'll put a little thanks, Gene, out there. All right, looks like we're about 30 seconds or so from starting back up, everyone. Then you'll be able to see the guts and the glory of the system. All right, here we go. So let's get this one going. Okay, so here is one of the blueprints that you guys saw is a little blurred out. So I wanted to save this for you guys so you guys can see exactly how it all works. So we have a fan page that we've put out there. And this fan page is where all the traffic, this is where we're targeting and bringing people into, all right? Once we bring them in through Facebook ads, all right? So once we target them, that's the key, is targeting them the correct way and through the correct Facebook ads, which obviously we're going to give you guys. The Facebook ads, the promoted posts, things like that, they start to opt in. So we create opt-in systems. Now, some of you might not be familiar with what an opt-in is. Basically, all it is it's a website page asking for an email address, asking for a name, asking for a phone number. It pretty much looks like a survey. Okay, it looks just like a survey, and we explain to them what's going on, like how are what are they going to get if they give us this information, and then they have the choice to either opt in or opt out. Well, we're getting a pretty high opt-in rate right now. Now, that opt-in rate goes in 2 or 3 different ways. So once they opt in, so once we have their email or their phone number and their name, they go into an email campaign, and then they come over here to a buyer's application, and then they also go into a CRM. Now, a CRM is basically just a database holder. It just holds their name, email, phone number, things like that. And then you can create drip campaigns to go out to them throughout the CRM. And that's pretty inexpensive. But and then the buyer application, just another form. So they said, hey, yeah, I'm interested in getting a loan. Excellent. So then we pop them into a buyer application. The buyer's application asks them questions that pre-qualify them. Things like, if you guys are asking questions like when you do those pre-calls, when you do those cold calls to people and you're saying, okay, are you working with a realtor? Yay or nay. Have you been pre-approved? Yes or no. Have you been talking with a bank? Yes or no. So those are just those kind of pre-qualified questions that we ask them in order to say, okay, are they qualified or are they not? Like, do I want to talk to these people? What's the, what kind of house are you guys trying to get? Are you trying to get something down in the ghetto or up in a nice area? You know, like who, what type of person are you? And then, you know, once that happens, they start going into a drip campaign again with an email account. And but you also get an email saying, hey, someone just filled out a buyer application. Hey, someone just opted in. So you get both of these. So you get to kind of have an assistant call on all the people that opted in, but maybe they didn't fill out a buyer's application. Maybe they got confused or had a couple questions, things like that. Then this goes into an email campaign, like I said, and you know people are getting replies. People are replying to the emails and saying, you know, we'll ask them certain questions, saying, hey, are you dealing with a realtor right now? Are you doing anything like this? So basically, that's what we go into. And then Google Voice replays. The Google Voice hits voice and text message. Basically, this stuff is pretty complicated, okay? This is what you don't have to worry about. This is just the blueprint to know what goes on in the background. So I just kind of want to tell it how it is out there, but don't think you have to like take all these notes and know how exactly this all works, because that's what we do on our end. Basically, what you're here for is this big blue box right here, qualified leads. It says, this is what you get in your inbox. Here's what they are. Here's who to call. That's all you need to worry about. But I wanted to show you this blueprint just so you know that there is a system that's going on in the background. So just to kind of reiterate with a different kind of graph, local target market, drive them into Facebook. We qualify the lead saying, hey, are you someone that we want to deal with? Put them either a buyer application or your database. We get their name, their email, their phone, boom. And you guys are rocking and rolling with these leads. So if that's clear enough, that, you know, probably clear as mud, that's okay because we do all that stuff on the background. But, you know, if you're a detailed person and you want to know more about that, feel free to give us a call. That phone number is up on the right-hand corner of the screen this whole time. So you can give those a call and just, you know, say, hey, I want to know more about how that works. That's fine too. But for most of you guys are just wanting the leads. And that's what we're here for. So here's basically some screenshots that I want to share with you. So between 425 and 427, so about 2.5 days, what it ran for, we spent $40, and I think I added that up earlier. I think it's like 267 or something like that. But that's how many clicks we got. And then out of those clicks, we got 49 emails. So don't forget that's emails and phone numbers, 22 prospects, and then a qualified buyer. So, you know, $40 for a qualified buyer if you're making, you know, $1,500 to $3,000 or $4,500 on that. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. Not too shabby. So another cool thing is we had a huge increase on our page. So as you can see, we weren't doing too much between, you know, the first couple days on April, and then once we started talking about this whole new loan generation, mortgage leads, things like that, our fan page freaking skyrocketed. You know, our total reach of how many people we were looking at. This little bubble up here is we reached, I think it was like 13,000 people. It was a lot. So, you know, kind of a couple questions here. How many points are you earning on a loan? If you guys want to put that in the chat, that would be excellent. If you're doing points, or if you're at a bank where they only give you like a certain amount of money, you know, if you're okay sharing that information, that'd be excellent. Just so we know kind of what we're dealing with. Are you on a points basis? If so, how many points per loan do you get? Do you only get a certain amount? Do you only get like $300, you know, per loan you sell, $500? So if you don't mind, put that in the chat. I won't announce that over the call, but it would just be good for us to know exactly where you guys are on that benchmark. So if you don't mind, put that in the chat. Just say, hey, Trey, I'm at, you know, 2 points, 3 points, and those are percentage points. Things like that. So that would be awesome. Thanks for you guys putting those in there. I appreciate that. I see you guys a couple posting in here. So let me do a demonstration. Let's do a demonstration. So hold on one second. Let me switch some windows off and I'll show you some cool stuff. Let me load up here. Just logging into a few accounts. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we'll slide this over here. All right, here we go. So here, let me just refresh this, just to kind of refresh here. Okay, cool. So here is our CRM. We use Office Autopilot for our leads. And so as you can see, we have 129 leads that have come in. So as you can see, I mean, we've had a couple this morning, one at 6:40, 7:16, 10:32, 11:55, and then here's May 6th. So just May 6th, let's see, how many, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we had 13 people opt in, and they're opting in with their mobile number now, not their email address. So we get their email on the back end, and then we're getting their phone number on the front end because that's what the loan officer asked for. He said, hey, do you mind if we get the phone number because we want to call them saying, hey, how can we walk you through this? They do a customer support kind of thing. We can talk about all that later. So what did this turn into? So we had 129 contacts. We started April 25th, and then today is May 7th. And so if we pop over here to our email here, you can see we have 67 minus 1 because I'm in there somewhere. So 66. So 66 qualified buyers. Now we know just by statistics, I mean math, the law of math, that 1 out of 20 will get a loan from us. So even if we're doing, 3 loans or 4 loans a month, because I mean, honestly and realistically, we're only 10 days into this campaign. So we have 20 days left, and we already have, a potential of 3.5 loans that are going to be coming in for us, along with the rest of the month. So we have maybe 8 to 9 loans that we're going to close. And let's just be realistic here. Let's just say that you got 3 loans out of the whole thing. I mean, you still have 129 people this month or this last 10 days to go back and contact. And that's where a lot of people miss out on this is, they're here chatting, doing the leads that they get, but then they forget to go back and talk to the people that opted in the first place. So that's a pretty cool thing. So that's just a quick demonstration. That's kind of how the leads are flowing, and basically what it's going to look like when they arrive in your inbox. So basically, you wake up every morning. So here, here we had one at 6:42 a.m., 7:17, and then 11:19. That's Central Time, just so you guys know. Leads that came in. So there's 3 leads for just today. And then you look at May 6th, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that came in. May 5th, 2. May 4th was a good day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that sure beats cold calling when they just arrive in your inbox and you open up this email and it has their first name, last name, email, and phone number. You can't beat that. Cannot beat it. And keep in mind, these are exclusive. These are exclusive. So let's kind of get down into the skinny. So who are we looking for? Because we are only going to take 3 clients as of right now, because I will say it again, we are in testing mode. This is going into beta, and the results we're getting is just substantial. It's amazing, but we want to make sure that it's a clean slate, like everything's working perfectly, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So here's what we're looking for. We want someone to that's going to want to take their business to the next level. We need someone that can close a deal. Probably someone that's not starting out, but someone who's been in it for a while, knows their stuff, and knows how to close someone. You also got to be open-minded, because when we dive down into this stuff, there's some stuff that we do that's like, whoa, I never even thought about doing that. And it helps to be open-minded when showing you guys that stuff. You have to be comfortable delegating systems. I know a couple of loan agents who they want to touch everything that's working, and we want to do that for you and show you how it's all working. But if you're okay just delegating the systems, then that's what's going to be perfect, because let us do our job and we're going to generate these leads, and just be comfortable waking up every morning and having 3 or 10 leads in your inbox for you to call that day. And we need you to be okay sharing your results. Hey, I closed a loan today. Hey, I didn't close a loan today. Here's what I made on the loan. Stuff like that, because we want to see those numbers, because that helps us know if we're going in the right direction, if the lead cost is on our target. So we need to know that you're comfortable sharing those results. Now, we don't have to share your name anytime, but it'd be good just to know statistically where everything lines up. And then hopefully, you guys are at the end of it all, you're willing to give a testimonial. So hopefully, if you can, portray to all 5 of those, then you are exactly who we're looking for to take on with us and get on this journey along with us. So just like I said, but we were only taking 3 clients. That's pretty much how many we want to handle right now. So here's just a kind of cool quote I made up. Right now, while you're on this lunch and learn, there are people within 10 miles, 20 miles, 25 miles from you who are struggling, trying to find a loan that you can help them obtain. I mean, they are motivated to find a caring loan agent who's probably you. But isn't it ironic that you are struggling to find clients and that you're struggling to find, and then they're trying to find a loan. So when we match the two of you up, I mean, it's a both win-win situation because the client gets their loan and you have a happy client, which obviously turns into referrals. So this system allows for you to match up with those people in the world who are already looking for you. So here's what you need to do next. You can either call or text this number. This is just goes straight to my cell. It's a Google Voice number. It'll go straight to voicemail. So just just be open to that, and just say, hey, what your name is, where you're calling in from, and then why you want to basically be a part of the system. So there's nothing to buy here today. I'm not selling anything on this lunch and learn because, frankly, I mean, we might already have somebody in your area, and we won't be able to take you on as a client. So if that's the case, if this is something that you're like, man, this is exactly what I was looking for, and this is exactly what I saw, and this is why I'm on the lunch and learn, give that number a call and give it a shout, and then we'll be able to help you out. If you don't want to call or text, you can do this strategy session. And I'm gonna paste this link. Let's see if I can do that before it goes to it into the chat box, and I'll do that right now. And it's going to basically take you to a strategy session call. And what will happen is you'll fill in your first name, last name, email, cell phone. Basically, it's just a couple questions like, what's your monthly profit? What are you looking for? What are you looking to do? Are we missing anything? And just press submit. That application will come directly to my email inbox, and it'll say, hey, Sean just registered for a strategy session. We will approve that strategy session along with, we're going to approve the text messages and things like that. And then, we'll give you a shout out, say, hey, we'd love to talk with you, see if this is a right fit for us, and take you on as a testing client with us. So saying that, that's pretty much where everything is. I'm sure there might be a couple questions that I need to answer if there's some questions out here. Let's look in here. Let's see. Just looking at the questions here. Let's see. I clicked on the link. Let's see. Looks like Facebook might not be working. Sorry, guys. Dang it. Here I'm trying to help you guys out with the Facebook stuff. So let's see what I can do. If you want to add here, I'll put my personal Facebook in there, and then just Facebook message me and say, hey, I want to be part of your group, because I don't know why that's not working. I probably have to add you or something. So just click on the facebook.com/Trey Llewellyn, and then just go ahead and click that and add me as a friend or private message me or whatever, and I'll add you to that group. No problem. Sorry about that. That's what I get for creating something on the fly. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, someone said, let's see, who said this? Oh, Jeffrey. Okay. Jeff said, hey, I'm in a small area, but I cover 50 states. Looks like Kansas was the first one. I can't read the rest. Oh, he didn't put any more. Okay, so Kansas would be his area. That's a good question, and I probably knew that question was going to come. Let's say that you are a boss or someone who's over a ton of loan agents. We probably have a couple of those on the call today. That is awesome. We can work with you guys. What I would suggest is that you pick someone or an area that is a big area, such like Chicago or St. Louis, that has a couple million people in it. And then we also do a smaller community, such as 18,000, 20,000, 25,000 people. Keep it to, pretty much to that limit. And that way we get to do a pretty nice test to see, okay, how does this work in a big community or a big city? And how does this work in a small city? And we might be surprised at the results, because what we found with some real estate agents is smaller communities do extremely well because they already know the person. So this is just social proof on the back end, and it just blew their business up substantially. It was pretty wild. So yeah, looks like the Facebook link didn't work. I apologize for that. So yeah, go ahead. Hopefully you guys saw that. I just put the link in there for my name. Just go type in my name and then click on there, and you'll be able to tag me. Please, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for everybody putting in the points. I really appreciate that because that helps me out a ton. Okay, cool. Someone even put the breakdowns of how their points work. Excellent. Now, if you guys have any questions, probably take 5-10 minutes here for some other questions or whatnot, and then we'll jet. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Gene's been awesome today. Gene, I think, had a couple problems with the chat, so if you guys had a couple questions and he wasn't able to get to you, apologize for that. But Gene's awesome. He's a great guy, and he's doing a lot with us as well. Let's see. Is there anything else that I need to talk about? I don't think so. I'll show you a cool slide, though, real quick. Just to show you the agent. So his name's Adam Stark. We did this for him, and working with him, pretty cool. So basically, he started doing some Facebook stuff on his own throughout here, like 2011, 2012. And then we showed him our program, and pretty fast, he was able to sell a lot of homes. So the orange is sold, red is listings, and green is referral. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, that reminds me of something else real fast. But wanted to just cover that. So as you can see, Adam Stark just blew up his business. I mean, look at where he was, like 1.5, I think, homes sold every month or so. And then now he's right around 4, hitting 5. So that's freaking awesome. The other thing I was going to hit was cross-marketing, cross-selling these leads. So basically, let me put this back up here. Here's why this is so cool. So once we find out the cost of a lead, like how much it's going to cost you, let's say it's, I don't know, let's just put a number out there, like $20 a lead. You can cross promote those with like your real estate agent, your loan officer, your insurance agent, your home inspector. Usually people like gain up with a team, with a really nice team, and they're able to split that cost or sell off the lead. So if the lead costs them, $20, they could sell it off for $20 or sell it off for, $25 or $30. And now they have free leads and they're making a commission on the leads that they've generated. So we've seen that as well. We've done a couple things with some home inspectors, and their leads were pretty significantly inexpensive, around $10, $5, I think, maybe it was $1. It was crazy low. But what they did was, let's say they got it for $5, they sold it to a carpet cleaning guy for $10. So they had free marketing, plus they were making $5 a lead, and that's, that was up to them, and that's pretty cool. So that's kind of a cool idea for you guys as well. So this can actually turn into a little side business, or you can just, be something that you split among with your real estate agent, because I'm sure you guys are getting a good amount of referrals from them. So this would be a good way to kind of, help back, sort of thing. So I'm going to check here again, make sure there's no other questions, and then we'll get out of here. So, oh, here we go. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to get to it. There we go. Okay. Chris asks, how can we get access to the strategy session so we begin implementing this? That's a great question. So basically, fill out that strategy call application, and that'll walk you through it. Press submit, and then that, like I said, Chris, that comes straight to my inbox, and we'll be able to qualify you and make sure that you're exactly what we're looking for. And just say that you're on the call today, and then we'll bump you up to the front and send you out a strategy session. Those strategy sessions links should go out pretty quickly because I'll be on that today. I know we have a ton of people on the call, so I'm going to go through them as fast as I can, and then send out strategy sessions. Basically, what you'll do is you'll get a link for our calendar, and you're able to choose like a time and a day for us to meet up. And it just shows, our open dates, and you get to choose one of those that works for you, your best scheduler. And then we meet, and then we'll talk, 45 minutes or so, and just kind of go over the system again and make sure it's a fit. So great question, Chris. Appreciate it. Let's see. So looks like that's it. So I'll stick around maybe like another couple minutes or so, and just in case some of you guys, but that's pretty much it. So like I said, text or call that Google Voice number. Looks like we've already had like 3 or 4 people coming in here to the text messages on my phone. Thank you for that. And then I haven't even checked my email yet, so I'm sure we'll get a couple strategy sessions here because we do have like 73 people on the call. So cool. All right, everyone. Thank you for being on today. Look forward to you guys. Look forward to helping you guys out. We will see you guys here shortly. Bye-bye.